Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is coreHappy. We are back for some more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous in everybody's favorite dungeon, Blackwater, on Last Azlanti and Unfair. So, we have cleared a large portion of the dungeon already. We killed the Overseer in this room over here, right there. We killed one of their leaders, I think she's called Kara, over there. We picked up her key, we looted this storeroom for some useful items. And now, since our buffs are kind of wearing off, we are gonna rest to then continue on once again. So we're gonna rest here. And I am gonna buff myself with some food buffs. Actually, wait, do you have... You have good hope? Let me give you guidance as well. Just to try and increase our chances of actually cooking the food properly. Because I think I've shown that we can do this entire area without relying on food buffs. But it does go a little bit slower, so any kind of bonus we can get is gonna make this faster, so I'm gonna go for the faster option. So right here we're gonna go for alchemy, we're gonna pick Cordampini, plus 38. We might even be able to guarantee the cooking here. And the ones I want are either gonna be Demon Slayer Soup, so a plus 3 cooking bonus to attack and damage rolls, all skill checks and saving throws for the day, which is very, very nice. Or the Conflagrant Taco. It's actually 44. I thought it was 40. Wait. It says cooking DC 40. Ah, okay. Maybe because I'm on unfair. I think that's why. Anyway, we have to roll a 4. It's not that difficult. Which will give us a plus 4 cooking bonus to all ability scores for a day. So I think this is fine. Even if we fail this, we have a way to cleanse corruption in the dungeon. So I think I'm okay with this. And let's begin resting. And something that's important to mention when we're talking about the food buffs, let's notice here that the resting time has been 9 hours. We spent 1 hour preparing the camp and then 8 more hours in resting. We were successful, rolled at 19, nice. Failed here, that's okay. So what I want to mention is, if you notice, I can't actually see it here, but a food buff will last for an entire day. So 24 hours. But your resting time, it can range between 9 hours or a little bit more. What this means is, if you want to, you can even stack food buffs. You could have rested, got the buff of Conflagrant Taco, and then rest immediately after and get Demon Slayer Soup, for example, because since they last a full day and the rest is only 9 hours, they will stack for the remainder hours. Which is just another way of getting even more powerful. I'm not gonna do that, I don't think it's necessary, so I'll just go like this, but in case you want to do it, just know it's possible to do. So, we have rested. Hello Camellia, what do you want? Commander, I wish to discuss strategy for your crusade campaign, in private of course. Despite her serious tone, the corners of Camellia's mouth twitch upward and there is a wicked glint in her eye. What the hell? Alright, I think it's the first time I have this dialogue. Alright, let's discuss strategy. Where to begin? Do you know, I had so many things I wanted to say when I asked you to speak with me, but now I find I can't remember the thing I wish to discuss. Camellia touches your sleeve casually, picking off an imaginary piece of lint. After a moment, she delicately removes her hand. I know what you want, woman. Well, Camellia stalks closer like a cat that's about to pounce. We are facing a serious battle against a demon. At first I wanted to choose a battlefield, but after some consideration I decided to ask your opinion. You are a participant in this battle after all, so what say you? We're facing down a demon? Huh, I would have said it was a demoness. Camellia leans in closer, her heated whisper just barely audible. I'll take this as a compliment. A general should always be in full view of his forces. An elevated vantage point is what we need. I think we should plan this battle in my chambers. That will be an unconventional battlefield for you, I'm sure. This might be a bit much. Let's go for this one here. Camellia wets her lips. An interesting suggestion, my friend. It requires a little tweaking, but in principle I like the idea. I shall take care of everything and inform you when the time is right. In the meantime, try not to lose your enthusiasm. Okay. I think we might be romancing her. And I think it's the first time I'm seeing this because I typically pick different options when we find her in Dresden. So this could be cool. I hope it's cool. Okay, so before we buff, where do I want to go actually? Man, I don't like the fact this is so dark. Is this a door? There's a door. No, this is the exit, I think. Can I open it? No. Also no. I have the feeling that there's still a door that I haven't explored around here, but I might be wrong. Okay, well, in any case, let's go over here. I'm thinking this is probably the next... The hell? Oh, it's a worker. Dude, I got scared there for a moment. Let me turn off your thingy. Not that, this. I did get scared there for a moment. Why are you singing, Camellia? It looked like she was singing.
All this waiting bores.
Anyway, let's go. Go over here. And we shall buff accordingly. By the way, do I still have... not you. Do I still have... It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Because I'm gonna buff with legendary proportions, this is kind of redundant. Actually, no. Because I want to buff him with reduced person, actually. Do I want to go all out here? I guess I can go all out here. Because I think if I give legendary proportions to both the Bloody Nine and Bismuth, he can still mount. I'm gonna check that. So...
Don't know.
Sorry.
Don't care.
So... Where is my reduced person? It's only on those three. Okay, that's fine. Let's get in position. And I think I saw an item here that I'm not using for some reason. Oh, this is for channeling. Yeah, okay. So, let's buff up with the usual buffs. Let me get some more charges, but from a level 6 spell, not level 7. I want all three of these. Buff. I could also buff Sela, but I think I prefer to buff the Bloody Nine. Well, we can just test. In any case, what I wanted to do is I want to go for a powerful change, reduce person on my main character, to stack with legendary proportions. So right now we have a bunch more dexterity from reduced person. We have a penalty to strength, but we're gonna fix that right now. So we go for powerful change, legendary proportions on our main character. Okay, and now I'll try the same thing on you. And hopefully, if I do the same thing on Bismuth, you can mount. Oh my god, it's gonna be so incredibly large. Ah, no, I can't. Damn it. Okay, well that sucks then.
Battle for wings.
Wait, can you? No, you can't.
Like that.
So I should have done it on Sela. But I could have buffed, I think, the Bloody Nine with only enlarged person instead of the legendary proportions, and that should work. Okay, well, kind of a wasted buff there, but I will go with it. Let me get some more charges because we wasted all of ours. There we are. All buffs are complete. And now we get the bonus from legendary proportions, and we still have the bonus of reduced person. Is it silly? Yeah, it is, but it works, so I'll take it. Are you mounted?
We will
yes.
win this war.
Protections and resistances. I have resist cold.
I always
Let's go for resist lightning and protection from lightning. And you can give us fire and fire. Alright. Let's see what's behind this door. Unlocked.
Follow
I'm
me.
hoping I can finish this area in this episode. But I guess we'll see.
Everyone is mortal in
Okay, so our friends again with a lot of AC. I'm gonna rage. Aww.
I prefer the
Aww, come on, slopes. I hate slopes. I hate them so much. Can you at least charge? You can. So, let me go over here
don't care.
and see if this works. Aha! Okay. So, I forgot my haste.
Stay on your toes.
That's okay. We shall haste like this. Dude, it's hard to see. Okay. And charge. So you charge,
Together
you
we
charge.
stand.
You cannot charge. Can you? No. So you just go and bite. You go and bite. Bismuth, go and bite. Let's go. A couple of them. Do I want to try and cast a web or something to try and keep them away from me? 5.5 seconds, we'll see. Okay, nice hits there. My Shadow Demon might keep that guy occupied, which is awesome. Okay, they went for my front line only. It's still quite tough to deal with these guys, sadly. I will probably need more... Okay, I have rage anyway. Okay, one down. Let's all focus on the same one. Go there. God, it's it's not dangerous because they can't hit me, but it just takes so long. Let's turn this off, otherwise it's gonna take all day. I should be doing this as well. Lower his AC. Just takes way too long to kill them. Okay, can't go there. I can go here though. More salamanders. Yes. Do I just charge that one over there? Okay, wait. So I can do this. I can no longer see them.
Aside.
Okay, man, look at the size of Bismuth. Jesus Christ.
Hesitation is a waste of time.
All
Rage.
this waiting bores me. Never a dull moment.
Ah, come on. I can go for that one though.
A bright future awaits us.
Am I too close? No, it's
Did I
blocked.
mess up again?
Okay, let's just go there.
I'm losing my temper.
And Doggy Doggerson can keep this guy occupied maybe. Or this guy here.
Battles await.
Sure. Okay, another one over there. Doggy, you're fine. You are not moving, Bismuth, for some reason. Now you are. Okay. Killed one. Killed the other one. Everybody's dead.
Make way.
I will say that it's a lot of fun when you start getting all these buffs, especially legendary proportions, but it does clutter up the screen quite a bit. The electricity-driven machines seem designed for blacksmithing and producing items. Okay, nothing too special over here. A flaming lockpick, but I need fuel. Okay, am I missing something here? Ah, we can go this way.
How much longer?
Okay, we have a door. Okay. Perception.
I hope you appreciate this.
23, okay. What at first appears to be a patch of rust is revealed upon closer inspection to be an old bloodstain spread across the wide drain. Oh, hello. Athara Vahns. A warrior in a Crusader's tabard rocks back and forth in a meditative trance. Her mangled head is adorned with the same type of sinister-looking circlet you've seen on the other guards, but she issues no menacing demands for you to surrender 200 Faces' mercy. Instead, she quietly whispers, "Iomade, embolden my spirit before my death." Hey, are you alive? The warrior starts as if waking up from a deep slumber. She stares at you in surprise. You're not one of 100 Faces' servants? You don't have one of those accursed circlets. Give me a second. Sorry. Praise Iomade. I prayed someone would come and help me. Please, end my suffering. There's a mixture of pain and relief in her eyes. We'll help you, sister. You're not alone anymore. A sister in faith. Oh, praise the goddess. I'd abandoned all hope of ever seeing a friendly face again. What's your name? Athara Vahns, corporal in the Mandavian army. Our squad was lured to this place. We were on forward patrol when we met a man. He told us that a group of slaves had escaped from the demons and had taken shelter in this camp. He said they had many wounded who needed help. Once we entered the camp, we had no way of leaving. Where are your comrades? They have all fallen. When we realized we were trapped, we tried to fight our way to the heart of this compound. But we stumbled upon some magical device that seems to incinerate mines. We had to stop and take up defensive positions nearby. We were holed up there for 2 days while our wizard tried to find a way past it. But those abominations came and picked us off one by one. They deliberately avoided killing us, they just wounded us enough to cripple us. Then later, the ones they'd taken came back, with their heads cracked open. She shudders. They didn't recognize us. They carried out someone else's will, shouted someone else's words, but the voices, they were the voices of my friends. When I alone was left and they came for me, I just couldn't. I couldn't end their lives. Damned coward. I just couldn't bring myself to do it, and they made me into this. What did they do to you? They cut open my skull and shoved this thing into my head to control me. And then, oh, those sadists know every flavor of pain. They tore me open and shoved their vile machines into my body, then sewed me up just to start tearing at another spot. They sealed my wounds shut, poured some potions into my veins that made my insides burn. And all the while I could hear him, that voice, that disgusting voice. Her hysterical scream becomes a desperate forlorn howl. Through immense force of will, she pulls herself together and starts whispering a prayer to Iomade. Her breathing slows, and some semblance of calm reappears on her face. If they close in on you, do not let them take you prisoner. Kill yourself, and do it so there's nothing left behind for them to use. She casts a look of pure hatred at the machine nearby. There it is, their altar of torment, the thing that maimed me. Now the master of these monsters sends me orders through psionics, and my body keeps trying to obey. These circles are his reins. I wanted to enter his lair and kill him, but the closer I got to him, the harder it was for me to fight against his voice ringing in my ears. If you're still in control, why haven't you ended your life yourself? I've tried so many times, but each time I was about to end it all, I felt fear. And fear weakens the will, so the voice in my head sounded even louder, even stronger. I could feel myself slipping away. I worried that if I tried to inch the blade closer to my throat, he would bind me forever to his will forever. So all I could do was wait. How did you manage to resist being possessed? She lets out a pained chuckle. It's not easy. His voice enters your mind, and to defy his commands is torture, but I'm a medium, and I'm used to hearing voices in my head. They almost drove me mad as a kid, until I learned to quiet them. That's why I joined the Crusaders when I grew up. I prayed to Iomade for help, and she blessed me with the fortitude I needed. That's why I'm fighting, and why I'll keep fighting that scumbag for as long as I can. He's breaking me bit by bit, but I'll stay strong. Because as soon as I give up, Oh, Iomade, please, no. Her eyes widen in fear, and a spark of lightning arcs along the spikes of her circlet. A tear runs down her cheek. I don't want to lose myself. It's terrifying. God, it's so terrifying. The warrior barely managed to fight back a sob. But now you've come, and that means I haven't been holding on in vain. There, in that pile of clutter, I hid the relics our squad carried. I was the last, and the others haven't seen the cache, so they couldn't report to the enemy. Take them all. Relics blessed by Iomade must never fall into the hands of these monsters. I'll help you. Thank you, but I cannot be saved. I no longer want to live with this abomination in my head, but I cannot get rid of it. It will fry me from the inside if I try to take it off. There is only one way out, to end it all. If the voice in my ears had quieted down even for a second, I would have done it all myself. So help me. Do it all quickly and cleanly. I'm gonna say I have to leave you. No, don't go, I'm begging you, help me. She closes her eyes and returns to her fervent whispering once more, begging Iomade to lend her just enough strength to fight this possession. I am kind of hoping that there is a way to save her. I'm not actually sure, but I think there might be. The corpse under the sheet is one of the defenders of this place. Their mechanical parts have been roughly ripped out and the flesh discarded like carrion. Lord Nature.
The deed is done.
The anatomical drawing, replete with stomach-turning details, sets out how to crown a victim with the sinister barbed circlet. Ah, fuel, nice. More Lord Nature.
I have managed.
The corpse's mutilated head shows that an attempt was made to place a circlet on the victim's head, but they did not survive the agonizing operation.
Success.
This machine is used for healing and provides the healer with information about the patient's current condition. Where is the pile she talked about?
I'm not touching that.
Ah. Is that it? I hope you're joking. But, okay. The contraption before you looks truly sinister. Like the entrails of some sort of sea creature, a glinting tangle of ebony tubes connects to a capacious vessel. The bindings, splattered with blackened blood, must serve to hold helpless victims. You notice a piece of scalp stuck between the teeth of a serrated saw. The shiny and impossibly sharp drill is sickening to look at. It's like the machine is sleeping, but ready at any moment to awaken and recommence torturing and dissecting living flesh. Examine it. It appears that this machine is what performed the heinous and disfiguring procedures on the guards that have turned them into puppets. A separate compartment of the machine holds an orderly stack of the nefarious circlets, their metal spikes gleaming. Examine it. Numerous crystal plates, all no thicker than a hair, cover the inside of each circlet's rim. These plates overlap in an intricate pattern and are connected by a web of greyish metal fibers. Small spheres of a cloudy stone that resemble smoky quartz rest against the temples. It's possible that these are what the mysterious master used to deliver commands to their slaves. Try to get a sense of how the circlets work. Carefully touching the crystal plates, you analyze the circlet's reactions. Some touches make the circlet vibrate quietly, while others cause tiny storms of lightning to run along the spikes. Even though this contraption was created by adepts of a magic that you are completely unfamiliar with, you are nonetheless certain that it is magical. Basing your assumption on your knowledge of primary arcane principles, you are able to guess the access keys to some of the simplest, least sophisticated functions and activate the circlet. It seems that this item was crafted through the use of psionic magic. The crown can heighten one's sensitivity to such influences, but it could instead be made to protect the wearer from psionics. Okay, magic device. I can make this a guaranteed success, so let's wait a bit. Because you have...
Be trifled with.
this thing, so let's use it for magic device. Ah, I forget, it doesn't stack. Right, I made this mistake before. I'm doing it again. God damn it. Okay, we have to roll, I think, a 3 or a 4, so it's not that important, or that difficult, I mean. Yeah, so with the help of tools available to you, convert the crown into a protective circlet. First and foremost, you break off the sharp spikes, then you tear the drill out of the monstrous machine's fastenings. You wield the drill, methodically punching holes in the circlet and hoping that your calculations are correct. By destroying just a few specific parts of this contraption, you can render it completely harmless. At last, your work is complete. You have turned the horrible device into something resembling a helmet that can be worn atop a head. An intact head that hasn't come into contact with a saw. This headgear will keep the wearer safe from even the strongest psionic attacks. Okay, so what did we get? This item was once one of the grim circlets controlling the thoughts of 100 Faces' mutilated slaves. It has since been remade into a helmet that shields the wearer from psionic influence. But do you use this?
This thing's
No.
useless.
So it's gotta be for something else. Can I help you with it? No. Okay, then let's continue. We'll probably find a use for this. Disable the arcane emitter. Ah, maybe for this. Now, let me see here.
Or don't.
I have the item, right? So I should be safe from this. But I think even if you don't have the item, as long as you have protection from lightning, you are mostly safe.
I do things my
Famous
way.
last words and all that. So we have resistance and protection.
I
Ah,
always
wait,
overhead.
can I put it here?
Can't wear it.
No.
But I can still sell it.
Can't wear it, but I can still sell it. I love it.
Hesitation. is a waste
Let's
of
try it
time.
out. I'm gonna send coreHappy because I think we have to interact with this using... Use magic device. Nope, we're safe. Cool. Disable the arcane emitter. We have also opened the door, which I think leads into the final confrontation here. I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna buff the hell up here.
What?
So we want the usual things here.
Anyone's sympathy.
And I'm trying to see if I want something else as well. Probably I can go for transformation, because if I'm raging I cannot use spells anyway. Okay, let's do this.
Let's move already.
I will not be trifled with.
I will also protect my friends here in the back line. Get Sense Vitals, get Sense Vitals.
The voice of the spirits.
You can go for something that I keep forgetting about, which is Divine Power. You... Ah, I'm forgetting about this, that's right. You... I have 2 of these still. I should be using them. So buff yourself.
Mind, I wonder.
And actually buff yourself also first. And now you can give this to yourself also. And you are gonna get transformation. So let's see, I'm currently sitting at 11 by stack bonus, it's gonna go up to 14. Yep.
Stay on your
Do I have haste? Not really. So let's extend it. And I think we're done in terms of buffs. The only thing left really is just to rage.
You can trust me.
Let us not hesitate.
Sure, okay. Burst of Glory, also why not? In case there are succubus, which probably there will be, protection from evil, and we are good to go. Making sure my haste is up. Let's move. What's up? Let's see if you like my party, friend. 100 Face. The mage's voice is quiet, matter of fact. You have demonstrated superior abilities. We are impressed. We greet you, candidate. Who are you? We are 100 Face, the mind engineer, the alloy of mortal and immortal. We oversee this community. You realize you've seen this face before. The cowl-shrouded visage of the Kellet Velk, who told you about this place. The top of 100 Face's skull has been removed like the others, but the crown he's wearing is much larger and more intricate. Hey, I know you. True, your arrival was planned in accordance with the schedule. Given that the original host's body possesses the most advanced functionality, we use it to convince you to come. We are satisfied with the fact that you arrived within the scheduled time limits, as did all previous candidates. The calculations do not require adjustment. The original host's name does not matter, and neither does the history of his existence. We are not what he was. We have long surpassed the limitations of a mortal creature's mind. The singular personality was split in order to achieve complexity of thought. Now, we are a collective. We are 100 Face. I forgot to rage, didn't I? God damn it. So many fancy words, but it's all so simple. You used to be human, then you became a monster. That's it. So you even turned yourself into a machine? True. The exhaustion and deterioration of living tissue reached critical levels. For the purposes of continuation of function, a number of measures were taken. The decision was considered acceptable. The procedure resulted in the duration of existence being extended by an undefined length of time, which will prove sufficient for the discovery of permanent solutions. Why have you lured me here? The question requires a multi-part response. First, we have been testing our location's deterrent system. The deterrent system has been judged unsatisfactory. Adjustment based on this observation is required. I also forgot Guarded Earth. Well played, me. Second, we have been testing you. You have been deemed satisfactory, candidate. You will be subjected to the modernization procedure. Third, we have been searching for a fitting specimen as replacement to lead our field combat unit. Your abilities have been deemed extraordinary. The modernization procedure will be modified in order to take the specimen's peculiar properties into account. We are satisfied to the highest degree and are experiencing a state of euphoria. We wish to inform you that you will serve as the leader of our army. What are you doing here? We are conducting the project, implementing its schedule and gathering an army. While incrementally enhancing countermeasures, we are attracting increasingly more dangerous opponents to absorb their abilities through modernization and amalgamation. The next scheduled phase is to attract a high volume of non-mortal opponents, such as the demon armies of the Worldwound. The chances of victory are adequate. How did you convince the Sarkorians to serve you? The manipulative approach was deemed optimal. The specimens were motivated by the promise of assistance. Mistrust was suppressed through the weakening of their identity's basic elements, such as hope, religious beliefs, or ethical limitations. Insubordination was suppressed through internal purges. I could go for this? I mean, okay, since I'm role-playing like this, I'm gonna go for this. The end justifies the means, I understand. True. The devised plan will lead to total victory. We are in process of preparing an armed force capable of asserting complete superiority. We are performing our function. We are searching for the optimal strategy. We are designing the schedule, and we are implementing the schedule. How do you bend mortals to your will? You cannot comprehend the intricacies of our work. It is highly probable that you assume that the key is a direct cerebral connection, but that is an insignificant accomplishment within our project. Our true genius is embodied in the device you are observing at this moment. It collects external thoughts that are then translated into generic signs, stored, transformed, and sent back as commands. This process is efficient. The cognition circlet receives the command and compels the body to execute it. It expels all redundant and resistant elements from the specimen's mind. Our device is the pinnacle of scientific thought, a mechanism created by a mortal being, yet it surpasses its creator in every aspect. It is the beginning of a new era, a gateway to the future. It allows us to control our servants. We are holding them at the tip of our thoughts. Our soldiers have forgotten the meaning of fear. We have erased it from their hearts and minds. They have forgotten their lives. The reclaimed space has been used to store knowledge of combat arts and mastery of Numerian weapons. They know no pain, and their bodies remain obedient to the cognition circlets, no matter the wounds they sustain. Until their functionality is lost completely, they will execute the commands. Observe. So this is why you need lightning to actually kill them. Observe. Even physiological death failed to make many of them abandon their posts. Is this not a perfect army? Should you not be bowing before our genius and thanking us for revealing the truth? All these never-before-seen mechanisms, how did you obtain them? They were procured in the depths of Numeria. We executed a series of expeditions into Silvermount where we discovered these and many other pieces. Killing noise, chambers of eternal life, artificial creatures, technology. Even 100 Faces' impressive voice tenses up upon uttering the last word. These items were crafted from sky metals. They are not from Galarian. They were created under the light of other stars. The Technic League, we met these guys in Kingmaker, so they were a group of arcanists and other lore seekers. In Numeria, extract such machines from the ground. They think they can understand their essence and claim them. False. The nation of Galarian are underdeveloped beyond measure compared to the creators of these items, and their failure is therefore assured. Only the device that we assembled is capable of fully grasping technology. I won't submit to you. False. We will now begin the preparations for modernization. Okay. Now, if I remember this somewhat accurately, this guy is protected by this wall of thingies. I probably can blink inside and kill him. Yeah, I think I can. But for this one, I can just go for the normal route. We have to destroy these machines or interact with these machines to then be able to access this area and kill the guy. And enemies are gonna be spawning from all over. Like these elevators here, they will bring up enemies, I don't know, every few rounds or something like that. So what I typically do is I will have somebody or several people go for interacting with these items, and the rest are gonna stay in tanking purposes, or tanking stands, let's say. So coreHappy, you are gonna do something I should have done before, which I forgot, which is give us a guarded earth over here. And you are going to rage. And then Doggy Doggerson is going to interact with that. Bismuth can go interact with that, because even if he dies on his journey, it's fine. I will go for this one, and Sela will go for that one there.
What's over there?
We can also disarm these, which will shoot lightning, but I don't really care that much about the lightning. I mean, since there is nobody... Okay, wait, I'm thinking. I might prefer the trap, because it also hits the enemies, which means it's going to remove their regeneration, which might actually be more helpful for me than it is for them. So yeah, I'll just let them be. I also want you to sing, by the way, your Dirge of Doom. Wait, who's casting Sunburn? Okay, dude, I did not remember this. Because he's dealing divine damage. Which means my skeleton champion has gone down already. Are you gonna spam that? He might. Well, let's take the plan. The sooner I can bring these things down, the sooner I can kill him. The lightning, as you can see, we can ignore. Somebody spawned. Okay, there we go. There's one over there. And I will mostly ignore these enemies. I even think that if I just kill the guy, they automatically die. I don't remember, but they might automatically die. So this is done. This is done. This is ongoing. And also ongoing. I'm gonna move you over here to be ready. And seal the same thing. And you can go to the middle as well. You have been blinded. Yeah, you have. That's okay. Camellia. I think I'll just give fortune to my main character. Yeah. That's fine. I'm blinded. Who cares? Okay, do your job. This is done. Okay, so everything's done. We can now just kill this guy. He is probably evil. So, take a mark of justice, bitch. I mean, he's gonna die very quickly, isn't he? Does he even have any AC? 44 AC. Yeah, it's even overkill to go for the Guarded Earth. I'll just cancel it. I don't need it. Okay, so everybody go for him. And he should die very, very quickly. And I can go for a heal. Yeah, I think he's just gonna explode. Right. Yeah, he's super dead. He does tank a little bit, but not that much. And I think... Well, we'll see if the demons are still in play or not. Stand by! Immediate extermination has been considered ineffective. The viability of our host has been compromised. The probability of death is estimated at 100%. The device must not cease operations. We are ready to transfer the device's control codes to you. Why are you giving your question over to me? Self-perfection. We approach self-perfection by increasing the complexity of the structures we develop. The device is the most perfect and the most complex of the structures of our making. Its continued operation will guarantee the successful operation of our function. 100 Face starts speaking in Hallet, the language of Numeria, and his voice takes on an almost physical presence. His words are impressed upon your mind with such force, you doubt you'll ever be able to forget them. No. I was just trying to understand what he was doing. I want to kill him. Oh god. His words are impressed upon your mind with such force, you doubt you'll ever be able to forget them. Give me a second, please. Sorry, I'm back. Upon completing his task, 100 Face gives an approving nod. The code that controls the device is now known to you. Use it. Its potential is limitless. It will run the necessary procedures on mortal candidates with no need for your input. You will be able to make use of the results. I hope I didn't lock myself out of a decision here. Awaiting affirmative response. Okay, he still dies. I feel the need of actually verifying this. Give me a second. Okay, so apparently we can... This will always kind of happen. And now we have to pick our decision when we interact with this. But first, I want to kill that guy, because if he's going to give me experience, I'll take it. So, pounce, 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 and pounce.
Defeat is not an option.
Very... Ooh. 400 damage on a crit. I'll take it. The guy, really? He drops a heavy crossbow? Are you joking? That's such an underwhelming loot. Holy crap. Okay. So, let me see. First of all, let me heal my party. You are still on the transformation effect? You are.
No one stands in my way.
Well, let's see here. The device greets your approach with majestically cold indifference. Judging by the sounds it makes, it is continuing its frightening and monumental work even after its owner's death. Let's figure out how this works. Recalling all that you've ever read or heard about the Numerian arts technomancy, you fully understand the sheer genius of Hundred Face. Did he even realize what it created? That the function for which he was using the device, controlling enslaved warriors, was but a shred of its true potential? One might as well use a finely tuned astronomical instrument as a paperweight. The key, unique feature of the device is its ability to read and process the thoughts of sentient creatures. By absorbing them into the crystal that serves as its heart, it breaks complex thoughts and emotions down into basic, clear symbols, readable by anyone. It perceives deeply personal feelings and casually assimilates one experience, no matter how unique. It learns, and what it learns is everything. Hundred Faces' army provided it with many thoughts and emotions, but the device hungers for something more. Observing this magnificent monster is both breathtaking and terrifying. So if you've seen Terminator 2, you should know this is evil. Examine it. The device makes all of Hundred Faces' other creations look like pathetic tin handicrafts. Its inner workings reveal an array of perfect geometric forms, and the large crystal covered in minuscule engravings hovers, suspended at its very center. The wave of energy it emits envelops you. This crystal contains tremendous power, and it is the writing of on its surface that directs that power. It feels as if the device itself is a living creature, one that is merely sleeping. For now. I will destroy it. It should not exist in this world. The device refuses to die. You watch as clouds of metallic dust erupt from its depths and gather around the parts you've damaged, restoring their original condition. You hear a low scraping noise coming from the core of the mechanism, like a giant tossing and turning in its steel cradle, shaking off sleep. Now that you've attacked the device, it tries to awaken, to become more complex in order to protect itself. Without wasting another moment, you call upon all your power and deliver a single unstoppable deadly blow. It tears the massive crystal heart from the depths of the device. The mechanism thrashes around like a beast in agony, until at last, it goes still. Okay? It has been decided, we picked up the heart of the device. A crystal that serves as a powerful energy source. It was once the core of the sinister device created by the Technomancer Hundred Face, but the commander of the Crusade destroyed that abominable machine and took the heart of the device as his trophy. I think this is just something to get some gold out of it. Okay, so this is done. But we are not done with the area yet. There are still some rooms we haven't explored yet, which I want to go for. And I'm really hoping that I didn't lock myself out of any room by finishing up this fight right now. Give me a moment. And I am back. So, where was I? I was going to explore some stuff. I also think that this lady here, when I was checking out the guide for this area... Wait, did she die? What? After the death of Hundred Face, the warriors summoned all their strength and break the terrible circuit and find freedom in death. Okay. Well, anyway, I was gonna say, even if you try to save her, it doesn't work. You always have to kill her or just leave her and she will kill herself. So it doesn't make much of a difference. I can now... Wait! God damn it, I got scared. I would have liked to heal my blindness first, but I still have greater invisibility at least. for 17 seconds. Succubi, no. Protection from evil. 5. No. No. Let's hold position, back up. Let's get this going here. She is trying to cast something, but she doesn't have line of sight, right? Oh, okay. Mirror image, never mind. So, give me that. You can rage. You can toss out a web. Because why not? And you are about to die. I should have healed you as well, but okay. You should sing. Okay, my protection from evil I think is about to come out. Yeah, we're not protected. So let's go. He got webbed. Cool. So let's go for this incubus right here. You don't move. You don't move. You can try to go for a quickened increased DC phantasmal web. See if we can nauseate them. Will saved a bunch of them. Yeah, didn't work. Well, we tried. Camellia. Did I give fortune to you a little while ago? I think I did. Give fortune to him. And you will probably blast some people here in a second. We killed one, we killed two. We're gonna kill the last guy. You can just do this and shatter him. And Cordampini, you are on finishing this guy duty.
Cover me.
Let's have you toss out lightning damage as well. And we are done. Okay.
I appreciate
What do we have here? Fuel, maybe? Give me fuel. Give
I
me.
am helpful,
Oh.
am I not?
Eluding swing. A +3 ghost touch finesse wielding light mace. Whenever it confirms a critical hit, the wielder is affected with the effect of an invisibility critical spell for 1d4 rounds. That's actually quite cool, honestly. That is actually quite cool. But what is the crit range? Eek, it's only 20. So not that great. Fuel! Nice. We can open some more doors. Now, I will apologize in advance because I always get confused and lost on this dungeon as to where to go. Oh, door over here. As to where to go.
longer, I wonder.
Fuel? Yeah. A storage room of some sort. Am I playing Doom? Helmet of the Abyss Killer. According to legend, this helmet belonged to a mighty warrior who was doomed to endlessly slay hordes of demons. It doesn't seem to have any magic, but it looks formidable. Yeah, I'm guessing it is. God damn it, and now I want to play Doom again. Okay. The crates numbered with Numerian symbols are arranged with compulsive precision. We can cleanse some corruption here. Holy writings about Iomede's mortal life under Act. The pages are decayed, the text is now unreadable. It is unknown how this holy book ended up in a place like this. How are my buffs looking, by the way? 9 minutes. Oh, it's perfectly fine. Corruption cleansed. Get some items. Let me heal blindness here. And you heal your friend.
Don't care.
This one. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Let's keep on going. Where do I go next, my friends? Where do I go next? There's loot over there. I cannot see a goddamn thing. This is... yeah, it's this. Okay, this area is done. Right?
Follow me.
Right.
Or don't.
So, this area is also done. I will pick up the loot. Which sucks. And... aha! Door. I'm not sure if I have fuel for this, though. Aha! I did. Okay. Trickery. Its red lights flash ominously, and the strange mechanism begins to emit a low hum. After running an eye over the front panel, you notice 3 half-faded pictographs. The first looks like a symbol for fire, the second might be a symbol for wind, and the third reminds you of the imprint of a hand. Figure out how this works? After a great deal of effort, you determine that the device is supposed to send signals to a person in a neighboring room. It seems that is where they conducted the experiments involving dangerous substances. The hand symbol must have been a signal for a worker to bring a dangerous item to the room, or to remove one. The wind symbol presumably initiates the air filtration systems, and the symbol of fire must incinerate everything inside. So I'm guessing I want to go for the wind symbol and then hand. Since you don't know exactly what kind of gas the room is filled with, trying to set it on fire would be unwise. The best course of action seems to be to get rid of the source of the contamination first, then pump out any potentially dangerous air, and only then cleanse everything with fire. Okay. So, no, wait. Oh, so they're saying first hand, then wind, and then fire. Okay. The worker is indeed doing something. The device seems to wink at you with one of its red lights and begins to emit a low, soothing hum. Now go for wind. Okay, the gas is gone. And do I want to set things on fire? I will check. I am not sure what I checked on the wiki, but I think I can leave this and not press the fire symbol. Because if there are items inside, I want them. I don't want to burn them.
I am helpful, am I not?
The fragments of the smashed glass dome appear to have melted as if the glass was eaten away by the gas that was previously held inside it. The glass dome is the fragile barrier that separates you from the deadly gas. Only a madman could have created a weapon so misguided and so lethal. This guy is friendly. I wonder if I want to kill him to get some kind of item.
I hope you appreciate this.
Oh. We get certainty of death. A dwarven Urgrosh. Times 3 multiplier, plus 3 weapon. Holy. Whenever this holy dwarven Urgosh lands a hit but doesn't deal any physical damage, the next hit deals force damage instead of the normal piercing or slashing weapon damage. That's actually fun. I think it could be a good weapon for dealing with swarms, but it's only on the second hit that it deals damage, so it kind of cuts the damage in half still. But it works against swarms immune to physical damage. Okay, I think I'll let you live. I will check if there's actually any kind of need to actually purge this with fire. I don't think there is. Let me see. No, doesn't seem to be any necessity for it. So I will just leave the guy live. So this area is also done. Ah, this is now open. This was closed before. A Numerian greatsword. Looks very futuristic. Plus 3. That's a lot of text. Holy crap. This plus 3 greatsword is merged with Numerian technology. Once per day, the wielder can activate one of the 5 enhancements for a number of rounds equal to half the wielder's level, so 7 right now. Fiber muscles. The primary subject of fiber muscles gains a plus 4 enhancement bonus to dexterity and strength scores, and plus 4 enhancement bonus to mobility skill checks. This sucks. It doesn't stack with bull strength. Augmented Heart. The primary subject of Augmented Heart gains a plus 6 enhancement bonus to Constitution score and Fortification 25. This could be useful. Force Shield. The shield is supported by some generated in this dungeon. It grants the wearer a plus 4 shield bonus to AC. That's cool. Stainless Skin. Plus 4 natural armor bonus to AC and a plus 4 bonus to AC against such attack. Also cool. Upgraded Neural System. The primary subject of the upgraded Neural System gains a plus 4 enhancement bonus to Intelligence score. DC of saving throws against spells and abilities they use is increased by 2. I'm not sure if I would give a greatsword to a spellcaster, but I guess this could kind of work. Okay, we got that one as well. So, what are we missing? I think there was at least one... Yeah, at least one more door with this purple thingy, which we can now traverse. Okay. A helmet. I think I normally use this helmet because I recognize the symbol or the icon. This helmet gives its wearer one additional gore attack per round that deals 1d8 cold iron damage with a +2 enhancement bonus to attack and damage rolls. That is cool. The part I'm curious about is... I think I already have a gore attack. Yeah, I do. Does it stack? Let me unpause to make sure. It does not stack. Okay, so give me back my hat. Where is my hat? Hat. Here. Okay, so who wants this? Initiative is nice. I could give it to you. I think you're gonna lose some... No, never mind. Because he's using a reach weapon. And I think if I want to gore, you have to move ahead to actually gore somebody. Okay, so who takes this? Oh my god. He was naked the entire time. I'll give it to you, I suppose. Man, why? Stop doing this to me, Bismuth. He was still at 53 AC, so it's not like he was missing out on a lot, but I was definitely missing some bonuses for him. This. Okay. This room with the collapsed floor was abandoned rather than repaired. And I know we're getting close to the 1 hour mark, but I wanted to see if I could finish this dungeon this episode. So if it goes a little bit longer, I apologize, but we've done that. We have done this. We have done this and that. We've cleared out this room. We have cleared out this section as well. Let me go up first. We have cleared out this room with the dead lady now. No doors over here, even though this kind of seems like a hidden door, doesn't it? Let me go and check this out. But other than that, we have cleared out this room also. We have cleared out this room as well. Let me see. There was no perception check on the log, but it does look like it. It looks a lot like it.
Everything has a price.
No, I don't think so. Okay, so this... No, has also been done. This has been done. This has been done. No doors here. This is opened. This is cleared. This is also cleared. I think we've cleared out everything. Okay. So, the door for the exit is now open, as you can see. I'm gonna park my characters here. I'm gonna check the wiki, just to see if I missed any kind of unique item. And after that, we're gonna leave. And Blackwater is now done. Sorry. So much coughing, goddamn. Which means I think the next objective is gonna be the Ivory Sanctum. Because all of our optional content, I think, is done. The skeletal marksman is blinded, but if I heal him with the heal spell, I'll kill him.
I will see this through.
Let me just heal this guy here before I forget. Okay, you are blinded, so heal. She is also blinded. Blinded. Everybody's blinded. Holy crap.
Together we stand.
Okay. So, I will check the wiki. I'll be right back. Okay, I have checked. We picked up all of the unique items in the dungeon, so I am happy and we are good to leave. So, my friends, this will be a nice stopping point for this episode. We have cleared the entire Blackwater dungeon. I will just make some brief remarks about this place because I know a lot of people struggle with this area and it can be quite annoying. So let's just confirm that I'm truthful about what I'm saying here. I played it the entire time on unfair, and the main annoyance in this dungeon really is that the enemies have a very high amount of AC, levels of AC that you haven't really had to deal with before unless you were fighting some very specific optional enemies. And even then, they usually don't go that high. So that's one of the annoyances. And the other one is the fact that they have resistance or regeneration unless you hit them with lightning. So you want to come to this dungeon protected from spells, because they also cast a lot of spells. You want to be protected from lightning because of the lightning traps. If you want to have easier fights, you should have somebody capable of casting Dimension Door, or have some scrolls of Dimension Door at hand, because as we saw, it is very useful for this fight right here. You can just kill their leader before having to deal with the walls. And for the final boss, I did this fight the normal way, just because I wanted to show it that it could be something simple to do, especially if you have pets that can go interact with the items. It's very easy. But if you want to make it even easier, you can simply Dimension Door inside and just kill the guy. He doesn't really stand a chance if he's fighting in melee, and the fight will be over. So, Dimension Door is very helpful. And then, in order to deal with the AC, you typically want things such as Guarded Earth, which is going to give you a big boost. This will mean you have to rest more often in the dungeon, which isn't a very big deal because the dungeon has at least 2 corruption cleansing points. So if you do enjoy resting a little bit more often because your party is more spellcaster based or something, you can do it. And in that way, you have more uses of Guarded Earth. Anything that will boost your attack bonus will also be very beneficial. So a Scald helps out a lot. A Paladin with something like Mark of Justice or Smite Evil will help out a lot. If you have even stuff like Evil Eye, or Archon's Aura, Prayer, if you have access to something like Dirge of Doom to decrease their saving throws as well, all those things can be very beneficial. And, even more importantly, if you have access to Greater Invisibility, which at this point in my opinion you should have, this will make you fight them and target their flat-footed AC. Unless they can see with true invisibility, this will mean you are attacking a lower AC, which makes it easier. Something else that could also help, and again, this is especially for unfair. On lower difficulties, it's not that big of a deal, but I know that for some people, even on core, this can be very hard because of those very high numbers. If you have a cleric, if you give them, through your mythic path, additional domains, specifically the Madness domain, you can also buff your characters with a lot of attack bonus as well by using Divisions of Madness. So everything that can buff your AB is going to be very beneficial. If you have somebody capable of disabling them with something like Phantasmal Web, Phantasmal Putrefaction, which I didn't have right now available to me, but can also work quite well, or any other kind of spell, it's going to be very useful. So I think up to this point, a lot of what you do can be just buff up, rush, and murder everything. In Blackwater, you need to be a little bit more careful about your preparation, about the spells you have prepared, and how to engage with the enemies. In any case, I think I showcased how you can deal with them, even without resorting to a lot of tricks. I'm mainly just buffing up and using my available tools. Oh, and of course, make sure you have some source of lightning damage. Be it a wand, cantrips from your spellcasters,
Open your
arcane
heart.
weapon enhancement from Camellia or from a magus. Don't forget that you have this available. Sometimes it's easy to forget that Camellia has something like this, right? I cannot take it off, but it can also help out quite a bit. And
I
also
take
on
from the rich
Cordampini
and
or
take
any
from the poor.
arcane
It's
spellcaster,
my
you
way
have
of
Jolt,
supporting
which will
equality.
also finish off the enemies and remove their regeneration. With that, my friends, we are done with Blackwater, thankfully. No more of this dungeon. So, as always, I want to thank you all for being here in the channel, watching some Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Questions, suggestions, anything you want to mention about Blackwater, leave a comment below. If you are enjoying the content, consider subscribing for more. Many more videos coming out soon, and it is also a free and easy way to support the channel. I hope to see you all on the next episode, and until then, stay safe, everyone.